Hello everyone and welcome to Agile Rank Mate. Today we'll be looking at some questions for JEE Advanced. We'll be looking at some sample questions with detailed explanation, and we'll be looking at the subject chemistry. First question: which of the following combination of reactants do not react to produce hydrogen gas? We have four options and there's only one correct answer for this question. So let's solve each equation. First one, CaH2 plus H2O. The products are CaOH the whole twice plus H2. This is a double displacement reaction and thus release hydrogen gas. So since air releases hydrogen gas, the option is incorrect. Now option B, Na plus NH3 reacts to give NaNH2 plus H2. This is also a double displacement reaction and also produces hydrogen gas, and if we have to balance it, since 2NH3 2H2 and 2NaNH2, 2NH3 and 2Na. Now it's balanced. So since this reaction produces H2, option B is incorrect. Option C, Be plus H2O. Now this will not give anything because of the small size of beryllium and also due to the high ionization enthalpy, making it hard to react. It does not react in room temperature. So we will have to increase the temperature in order for it to react, and so option C does not produce anything, which means it does not produce hydrogen gas, so option C would be correct. Let's look at option D. Zn plus NaOH would give Na2ZnO2 plus H2. Here also hydrogen gas is produced, so option D is incorrect. So option C is the correct answer for this question. Now next question. The correct orders of solubility in water is or are. And we have four options in which one or more than one option is correct. So we can see for each option the anion is the same. What I mean by that is not necessarily same throughout all options, but for a particular option both anions is same, and it's asking the order of solubility. Now for solubility we need to check the hydration energy or hydration enthalpy. Now this hydration energy is related in size. Now since here we are looking at the size of the cation, since the size of the anion is the same. Now for the size of the cation, as size increases, the solubility or hydration energy would decrease. That is, they are inversely proportional to each other. And so from this, let's look at all the cations which are given to us. We have barium, calcium, strontium. Now we know that the periodic table, it would look something like calcium, strontium, barium, but that means it's going down the group. We know that down a group the size of the atom increases because N increases and also due to shielding effect. So size, we get calcium greater than, barium greater than strontium greater than calcium. So this gives hydration energy as calcium greater than strontium greater than barium. So solubility of calcium something is greater than solubility of strontium with the same something greater than barium with the same something. So in the first option, calcium SO4, calcium sulfate, and strontium sulfate, then CaSO4 is greater in solubility than SrSO4 because of the hydration energy. So option A is correct, as we have concluded. Similarly, in option B, it's given Ca greater than Ba, which is true. Option B is correct. Option C, we have BaSO4 and SrSO4. Now Ba is less than Sr in terms of hydration energy, so option C is incorrect. While option D, we have Ba and Ca. Similarly, here also Ba is less than Ca in terms of hydration energy, and so option D is also incorrect. So the correct answers for this question is A and B. Now last question. So we have an S block metal M reacting with dilute HCl to give A, which on reacting with heated HCl gas gives C, which on electrolysis in the presence of NaCl gives back the metal M. And we have two things which we have of the metal M. A, it does not give flame test, and B, it forms stable carbonates. Now from this we have to answer two questions. The first question is M burns with dazzling brilliance in air to give 4 options, and the second question is the compound C, that is this, and metal M are. So first let's identify metal M. Here it's given that it does not give flame test. Now this and the fact that it's an S block metal, we can conclude that it can be either magnesium or beryllium. These are the only two S block metals which does not give color on flame test. This is because of the high ionization enthalpy. And so then from these two we must conclude it's either Mg or Be, and we have another condition which says that it forms stable carbonates. Now beryllium does not form stable carbonates because it would be very unstable. The carbonate form is very unstable, and on reaction with CO2 is vigorously reacts with CO2. Mg, magnesium carbonate, on the other hand, is very stable. So from this we can conclude that the metal M here is referring to Mg. So from that let's find A and C. So Mg plus dilute HCl gives A. So we know that this would give MgCl2 plus H2 gas. Now since this is dilute, this means this must be an aqueous solution, and therefore there must be some water in this whole system. So this MgCl2 will exist in the hydrated form, that is MgCl2 dot 6H2O. Now the next step, so this would be our A. Now this is heated in the presence of HCl gas, so we get MgCl2.6H2O heated in the presence of HCl gas. It's done so in the presence of HCl gas in order to not to prohibit hydrolysis. So we can separate both MgCl2 and water, and so C would be MgCl2. Now this MgCl2 on electrolysis in the presence of NaCl, and the reason for using NaCl is because it will decrease the melting point of MgCl2, thus making ionization easy, would give Mg plus Cl2, and Mg is the metal M which we receive back. So from this we get A is MgCl2.6H2O, C is MgCl2. The first question is M burns with dazzling brilliance in air to give. Now we know that air contains both oxygen and nitrogen, and we are looking at both of these options because all of the options we have oxides or nitrites or nitrates, all of those. So first we need to check the reaction of Mg with oxygen. So Mg plus O2 gives MgO. Now Mg is basically M, so it would give MO. However, option D says it produces MO2, which is incorrect, so option D is incorrect. Next, we have to check with with nitrogen. Now Mg plus N2 would give Mg3N2, because the valency of Mg would be 2 and valency of N would be 3, so that we can will interchange to give Mg3N2. So Mg can thus be written as M, so which we get as M3N2. Option A says it will produce MO only. Option B says it will produce M3N2 only. Option A and B is incorrect, because we know that it can produce both MO and M3N2 at least. Option C says it produces MO and M3N2, so therefore option C is the correct answer for this question. Now let's look at the second part. It's asking simply, what is compound C and metal M? Now we have concluded that compound C is MgCl2 and the metal M is Mg. So option C would be the correct answer for this question. And that's all for this episode of JEE Advanced. For more such episodes and of other subjects such as physics and mathematics, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel Agile Rank Mate. So until the next episode, take care, stay safe, ta-ta for now.